Snails are creatures with some unique traits and a rich diversity across species. Here's an in-depth look into what I know about snails. Snails are gastropods, a class of mollusks that also includes slugs and sea snails. They are characterized by a soft, slimy body and, in most cases, a coiled shell. Snails are found in various habitats, including land, freshwater, and marine environments. They move slowly, using a muscular foot, which contracts in waves, producing their trademark crawling motion. They secrete mucus to glide smoothly over rough surfaces. The different types of snails first. Have the land snails. These are the most familiar type of snails, often found in gardens or forests. They have an external spiral shell they can retreat into for protection. Common species include the garden snail and Roman snail. Then there are the aquatic snails, freshwater snails. They live in lakes, rivers, ponds, and streams. They breathe through gills and help control algae populations. Example: apple snails are large and often kept in aquariums. Marine snails. These snails are found in oceans, with species like whelks, conchs, and periwinkles. Cone snails are venomous sea snails known for their dangerous sting. Most snails have a coiled shell, which they carry on their back for protection against predators and environmental hazards. Some snails can withdraw fully into their shells. Their body is soft, consisting of a head with tentacles, a visceral mass containing their organs, and a muscular foot that facilitates movement. Snails have two sets of tentacles on their head. The upper pair are long, with eyes on the tips, used for seeing and sensing light. The lower pair are shorter and used for feeling and smelling their surroundings. A rasping, tongue-like organ with tiny teeth that snails use to scrape food off surfaces. It's an essential part of their feeding mechanism. Snails secrete mucus, which helps them move, keeps their body moist, and protects them from rough surfaces or sharp objects. Herbivorous land snails mainly feed on leaves, plants, algae, and decomposing organic matter. Garden snails are notorious for eating crops, making them pests to many gardeners. Carnivorous snails, like certain marine species, hunt other small animals, even other snails or worms. Detritivores eat decaying organic material, helping recycle nutrients back into ecosystems. Snails are known for their slow pace, which is why "slow as a snail" is a common phrase. They travel at an average speed of about 1 millimeter per second. Land snails may go into hibernation in winter or estivation in dry conditions to avoid extreme weather, sealing themselves into their shells with a layer of mucus. Many snails are active at night or in damp conditions to avoid dehydration from sunlight. Most snails are hermaphrodites, meaning they have both male and female reproductive organs. However, they still mate with other snails to fertilize each other's eggs. After mating, snails lay eggs in soil or protected environments. The number of eggs varies between species. Some aquatic snails reproduce asexually or via live birth, depending on the species. The lifespan of a snail can vary greatly depending on the species. Some can live only a year, while others, especially larger land snails and some aquatic species, can live up to 10 to 15 years or more in captivity. Importance in ecosystems. Snails play vital roles in ecosystems, particularly in soil health and nutrient recycling. By feeding on decaying matter and plants, they contribute to decomposition. They are also an important food source for various animals, including birds, mammals, amphibians, and even other invertebrates. Land snails, especially garden snails, can become a problem in agriculture as they feed on crops and plants. Certain species of snails, especially Helix pomatia, are consumed as a delicacy, particularly in France, where they are called escargot. Some cone snails produce venom that is powerful enough to paralyze prey or even harm humans. However, their venom is being studied for potential medical uses, like pain relievers. Snails have thousands of teeth arranged on the radula and continuously replace worn-out ones. The largest snail is The giant African land snail, it can grow up to 8 inches long and is considered an invasive species in many places. Snail mucus is used in the cosmetic industry for its moisturizing and regenerative properties, particularly in skincare products. Snails are remarkable creatures, from their role in ecosystems to their peculiar biology and even their presence in culinary traditions. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks.